All right, let's talk about volleyball low light. Because as volleyball players, I know we all play in pursuit of that one awesome volleyball highlight, but sometimes to no fault of our own, we end up creating a volleyball low light. This could include getting hit in the face, missing a serve really badly, or just doing something really unathletic that just makes you sit there and think, wow, am I even good at volleyball in the first place? Regardless, I know I've had my fair share of volleyball lowlights, and today I asked my followers to send me some of their worst volleyball lowlights, and what we're gonna do is watch and react to those lowlights. Some of these clips are absolutely hilarious and just a joy to watch. Oh! And I can't wait to take you guys along with me. If you want a chance to be featured in one of these future videos, make sure to go follow my Instagram where I announce when and how you guys can submit your clips to me in order to have a chance to be reacted to on the channel. And before we get right into it, make sure to leave a like on this video, comment down below the most embarrassing thing that's ever happened to you on a volleyball court, and make sure to subscribe if you're new. I promise you, you won't regret it. Let's get right into the video. Before we hop into the first video, let me explain to you how the low light grading system is gonna work. We're gonna do it off a scale of 1 to 10, but it's gonna be a little counterintuitive because if you get a 1, this play is actually closer to like a highlight than it is a low light. So you don't want a 1 on this scale. However, if you get a 10 on the low light scale, this means your video was so bad, so horrendous, so brutal, so hard to watch that I was just barely able to get through the entire thing without cringing. And thus your video is deserving of a coveted low light 10. With the low light grading scale explained and out of the way, let's hop into our first video. Okay, hopping into our first video. We're just gonna start it off in a perfect way with a serve that just goes horribly wrong. You know what I really like about this video is that you missed it the first time, but while you were on the floor, you just thought, you know, I'll just hit it again and at least get it over the net before falling over on your face. You know, that video was everything that I imagine a low light should be. It just meets all the criteria. Like number 1, we just screwed up on the skill we were trying to achieve. Number 2, we got to a point that was so bad that we tried to save ourselves and then just ended up making it worse. And then number 3, we fell on our face. It had everything I think a volleyball low light should have, for sure. We're gonna start off the video with a solid 7 on the low light grading scale. All right, coming in next, we gotta send over a free ball. That's usually not a good sign. My poor friend, you were in the right position to play defense too. You just ended up, unfortunately, taking it off the face instead of getting your hands up in time to protect your face. That's just gonna happen. I mean, from my point of view, the way I see it, getting hit in the face while playing defense is a sign that you were playing defense in the correct spot that you were meant to be in. Hey, take it from me, I've gotten hit in the face plenty of times as well. It's not fun, but it happens. It's part of the game. Definitely a low light for sure. We're gonna give that video a 5.9 out of 10. I think this is a clip submitted by the same guy. Let's see though. Okay, that time it didn't even look like you were ready in serve receive, and coincidentally you just took it off the face for the second time, or maybe the first in that same game. Yeah, that's crazy. I mean, getting head tapped twice in the same game could never be me. I mean, me personally, I never get hit in the face twice in the same match. That's crazy. But yeah, sadly it did happen to you. We're gonna give that video a 6.2. I think it's a little funnier that it happened in serve receive off of a float serve. And yeah, I hope your head is okay. You might need to go under concussion protocol. Okay, up next, what do we got? That's an interesting set. And did you just hit the ball under the net? No, I refuse to believe. My guy, you just hit the ball under the net. You are too tall to be doing that. I can just tell from this video that you are too tall to be doing stuff like that. Yeah, that's crazy. Almost as crazy as whatever the setter was trying to do with that set. I've never seen somebody do a 360 back front set or whatever he was trying to accomplish there. Plenty of lows in that light for sure, all around. I'm gonna give that low light like a 7.8 because my guy, from the video, you look like you're like maybe like 6'6", probably a little taller, and you just put that sucker under the net. So shame on you. 7.7. All right, coming up next. Okay, that's a little bit of a shanked pass. Oh! And again, we're just tripping over our own teammates in pursuit of sending over a free ball. Honestly, sometimes sending over a free ball in volleyball is one of the most chaotic experiences you can have on a volleyball court because everybody is just scrambling to get that ball back over the net. Because when we have to send over a free ball, something obviously went wrong that wasn't supposed to happen, and everybody's just in full panic mode trying to send that ball over the net. And so yeah, you know what? I honestly appreciate the hustle. Sometimes you just have to trip over your teammates in pursuit of trying to fix their mistakes. So I'm gonna give that low light probably like a 4.8. All right, by the way the camera zoomed in on the middle, I'm assuming he's gonna, yep, the ball's just gonna hit him straight off the noggin. From the looks of it, let's watch that back. It almost looked like the ball go over the net. I think the ball went over the net. Maybe your low light ended up creating a point for your team. The video cuts off, so we don't know what happens afterwards. Hey, you know what? As a middle, sometimes you just gotta jump up in the air, and what happens afterwards just happens. And yeah, I've totally been in those situations before where like I've gotten a touch off the block, and then I'm just looking around in the air afterwards, like panicky, like where's the ball? Because sometimes you just don't know. It's a little disorienting. Hey man, you just happen to be in the right spot at the right time. You might have actually scored on that. I'm very curious to know if you did, because if you did, I'd probably have to add points to your low light skill, because that just makes it even funnier. I'm gonna give that video a 6.6 out of 10. It was definitely a low light, but I feel like we could have gone lower. All right, what do we got next? A little training action. And yeah, you know, sometimes when we train in volleyball, it happens where we try and hit the volleyball and mistime it, and we head tap ourselves, you know? Not been there maybe as bad, but yeah, I've definitely had my fair share of pretty bad mistimings when I used to be a hitter. I'm a full setter now. But yeah, you know, at least you're practicing and hoping to not do that in a game. But yeah, that was pretty bad. That was a hard watch, tough watch. I mean, the video was only like 3 seconds long, and it felt a little bit longer than 3 seconds. We're gonna give that video a 5 out of 10. I feel like that's what it deserves. Okay, first off, that's a sick rock wall in that gym. That's kind of crazy. Oh! All right, hold up. You know a volleyball low light or highlight is bad or good when everybody else in the gym just goes, oh, afterwards. My guy, my brother, my fellow volleyball player, you took that straight off the noggin, and it looks like it like hit the ceiling afterwards. That's crazy. I have not seen a head tap that bad in my life. That's honestly like one of those head taps that like you honestly feel bad about doing. You could actually be seriously hurt in that video. Like that's actually kind of wild that you took that like that. But yeah, that was absolutely disgusting. If somebody were to send that to me as a highlight, I'd rank that video pretty highly. I'm gonna give that video, that's gotta be like that's gotta be an 8.9 on the low light scale. That's pretty low, I'm not gonna lie. All right, what do we got here? That's a good up. A little outside action. Oh, good up on the other side though. You're sending, oh, a little tip ball. And he caught the ball. Well, this hasn't happened to me. I totally understand like why somebody would do that. Like sometimes as a setter, I don't think the other positions understand like how much information we have to retain in our brains. Like I just need everybody out there to know that like setters, they're smarter than the rest of you. Like that's just a fact. There's no debating that. Yeah, that was pretty low light. I could tell that that outside hitter wasn't too happy either because he smashed that first ball that was hit. And if I was a setter, I'd probably just go straight back to him. We're gonna give that video like a 5.8. I feel like that's what it deserves. All right, here we go. We got a serve coming, a little float action, not too bad. Okay, that pass was kind of shanked. Oh, and we're just falling over our own feet there. Okay, you know, I'm just gonna say it. Serve receive is really hard, man. There's a reason I play setter, because I'm obviously just not equipped to be in serve receive. That stuff is really hard, and I commend all volleyball players that make serve receive look easy. That kid did not. He did not make serve receive look easy. He made it look hard. He out there serve receiving is how I feel when I have to serve receive. Just slapping my hands at the ball and then tripping over my own feet, trying to get my shanked pass over the net somehow, you know? So I relate to that on a personal, maybe even a spiritual level as well. We're gonna give that low light probably like a 6.4. It was pretty mild as far as low lights go, but yeah, it was pretty low. Hey man, I don't know who you are, but you might have a promising career as like an opposite or a middle or even a setter. Maybe you should try those out. All right, coming up next, what do we got? A little outside action. That's a decently good pass. What? What just happened? Okay, I got a couple things to say here. First off, why is everybody on the other side of the net just watching the ball? The pass was shanked into the net and the middle blocker just jumped up with one hand trying to block it. Didn't go over the net though. By the laws of volleyball, the team still has 2 touches to get the ball over the net. And when they do, everybody's just standing around watching it like, oh, I thought you were gonna pass it. No, I thought you were gonna pass it. One of those types of scenarios. What's up with that? We gotta be better. Come on. We gotta turn those lowlights into highlights. That's what we gotta do here. Come on now. The other thing that really stood out to me about that video is the fact that I think the cameraman was like, ah, after all that happened. Let's not hype up a play like that now. That's a little ridiculous. I think we should just count our lucky stars that we were able to score on that point. Yeah, that video actually kind of pissed me off. I'm not gonna lie. You hate to see a free ball land like that. We're gonna give that video an 8.6 out of 10. All right, what do we got here? Oh, oh, buddy. And then you had your teammate, the kid in the red shirt, was just dancing on you after. He just hit a quick emote after that ball hit you on the face after you missed it. We've seen 1 or 2 of those so far, and yeah, you know, trying to hit a volleyball sometimes is a lot harder than people make it look. Yeah, and it happens, and sometimes that's just gonna happen. I don't really have too much more to say, other than I appreciate the dance moves coming from your teammate. That definitely lightened up the mood of the video a little bit, I will say. I'll give that video a 4.2 on the low light scale. It's not that bad compared to some of the other things we've seen, for sure. Up next, what do we got here? That's a pretty good set. Okay, that time you just completely missed the ball. Like, bro, you didn't even like maybe get a piece of the ball like some of the other videos that we've seen. You just you just went up there and completely missed the ball. Okay, that's another level of shameful. That's another, like, we can go low. You just went lower. Like, that's crazy. Kind of ridiculous. That's got to be like an 8.4 on the scale. Like, that's really bad. That's pretty bad. And I just feel bad for your setter too, because no one's not. Like, as a setter, I mean, I've been pretty biased towards setters in the past, but like, as a setter, I need to appreciate and uplift my fellow setters. And I feel like you didn't do that as a hitter. Uplift your setter. Don't make them look bad. Moving on. All right, what do we got here? Oh my goodness! You just mollywopped your teammate. You just gave her, that's gotta be a concussion protocol type instance. No, you just dropped the hammer on her skull. What did she do to you? Okay, in your defense, as a server, doing a serving maybe warm up, it looks like for a game, your teammates need to be aware that you're serving and not walk right in front of you. But you just absolutely dropped the gavel on her head. I've quite literally never seen something like that. I've seen some collisions on like a volleyball court, but nothing like that. And it looks like you did some serious damage. She hit the ground. Wow. That's gotta be like a 9.4 for me. That is a pretty freaking hilarious low light, I will say. 9.4. Okay, let's see what we got going on here. That was a pretty good pass. Okay, we're just tipping the ball over. Sometimes it needs to be tipped. That was a good bump set. Good pass, good pass. Oh, setter's just like, nah, I'm not gonna set you, teammates. I'm just gonna take care of it myself. Send the ball over in 2. Okay, now we're setting the outside. That's a good tip. Making him move a little bit, making him work. Libero hit the ball. Okay. Oh. Okay. Okay, and it just all went downhill from there. You know, I love, a really underrated factor of lowlights is the crowd noises or the cameraman noises. Like, sometimes when you're watching a low light, like in any sport, sometimes you'll just hear the cameraman be like, oh, or ooh. And that just really adds to the video, I'd say. Not gonna lie, the rally was pretty slow up until that point. There wasn't a lot of speed going on, but that's not necessarily a bad thing, you know. Sometimes you just gotta play the game at your own pace. We're okay with that. But yeah, liberos probably shouldn't set our fellow back row teammates when we get a chance to set. That was pretty bad. We can't just blame the libero here, although that would be the easy way out. If you have a chance to send over a free ball, you just gotta aim your arms towards the other side of the net and swing away. Get that ball over the net, play some hot potato. Honestly, that video is probably like a 3.2, honestly, just because it was a little boring up until that. I'm not gonna lie here. But yeah, the low light was there, for sure. All right, what do we got here? Oh, we got a little TikTok audio over this. That's a good up. Oh, okay, speaking of hot potato, I think we just actually played some hot potato there. My guy in the red shirt, or middle, he caught that thing and he's like, wait, I'm not a setter. And he kind of just chucked it over to his teammate there. Yeah, again, brain farts happen. That was pretty funny. I think it's more funny because it's a middle, in my personal opinion. We're gonna give that video a 6.2. Ooh, we got a little sand volleyball, beach volleyball action. We don't see a lot of that here. Okay, that's a pretty good play. Ooh! Oh, the one-arm dig! But it's over. It's out. Oh, it's in! And he thought it was out. out and he let it hit the floor. Oh, that's such shame. Shame on you. Shame. Feel shame. You should be ashamed of yourself. Honestly, let's just be real here. That's kind of your teammate. That's kind of your partner's fault. He should have been calling that volleyball in or out. That's how they teach me to do it anyways. Like, the people around you should be helping you, telling you like, hey man, that ball's in, you should pass it. Hey man, that ball looks like it's going out, you shouldn't pass it. Usually in quicker phrases like out, 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 or in, in, in. But yeah, it didn't look like your teammate was too keen on helping you out there. And honestly, it kind of sucks because that was a heck of a swing that you had, turned into a highlight for the other team, low light for you. Yeah, 6.8 out of 10. I think that's fair. All right, what do we got here? Boom! Oh, that's a perfect dig! Oh, and the setter just sends it over the net. Oh, and they got a free ball to land in the deep corner. Oh, dude, you just got your highlight revoked. They just took your highlight away from you. Honestly, I'd be pissed at your setter because that was a perfect pass. All your setter needed to do was like set one of the pins and you're probably scoring on that. But man, that was an insane dig. That was like a hard hit too. And yeah, you kind of just popped that sucker straight up and everything just kind of went south from there. Honestly, as far as a low light goes, like I gotta give that play like a 2.4 because it wasn't really a low light. It was just a little unfortunate for you. Heck of a dig though. That was crazy. Love seeing good digs like that. Okay, what do we got going on here? Looks like a little warm up before a game. Jump serve. Oh my goodness, did you just clip their coach? Hold up. Let's go back there. Looks like we're warming up here. Maybe we zoom in a little bit. Looks like that guy in the gray shirt over there is their coach. Bro, you just domed their coach before the game even happened. That's crazy disrespectful. I mean, me personally, if I'm a coach and the other team does that to me as I'm walking off the court, I'm bringing in my team and I'm like, all right, team, you see number 13 over there? Yeah, he just disrespectfully served me in the face earlier before this game. I want everybody to aim for that guy. We're gonna make his life as hard as possible and try and clip him right back. That's the plan of action. That dialogue right there is probably why I'm not mature enough to be a volleyball coach yet. Hopefully at some point in the future, I'll get there. But yeah, that's crazy. The disrespect is just definitely there. I've quite literally in my life seen few things that I've been close to as disrespectful as that clip. We're gonna give it like a 7.3. Honestly, it's not even that much of a low light. Like, it was a good serve and everything. That's just crazy disrespectful though, so your score goes way up because of it. All right, to finish off the video, we got one last clip here. Let's see what we got. That's a pretty good float serve. Passed pretty perfectly. That's a questionable back set for sure. What? Okay, what? Okay, my brain is just confused because this was supposed to be a low light video and no, I was excited to see a low light here, but that was a perfect one-handed set to the outside who hit the other team's setter in the face. That is wild, absolutely wild. Heck of a highlight for that near side team, crazy low light for the other side team. That's gotta be like I don't even know what to do with this because it's not even like a blatant low light except for the kid getting hit in the face. Honestly, he kind of deserved to get hit in the face with that back set. That back set that he had earlier in the video, that was type crazy. Definitely a questionable set and deserving of getting absolutely mollywopped about 7 seconds later in the clip. Man, we're gonna end it with like a 9.5 out of 10. That is a crazy good highlight play for the near team, and usually what happens when one team has a highlight play, it means it's a low light for the other team. All right, and that concludes today's video reacting to some low light volleyball clip. If you guys would like to see another video like this in the future of me reacting to some lowlights, let's hit 1,000 likes on this video and I will hit you guys with another video reacting to some more volleyball lowlights. Thank you guys so much for watching. Remember to like this video, comment down below what your favorite lowlight of the video was, and make sure to subscribe if you're new. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.